my god. The pigs escaped.
Hi, I'm Scarlett and I started a permaculture project on the east coast of Mallorca. Follow along as I document the whole process of transforming this derelict piece of land into a Mediterranean food forest. If you're new to this channel, I got my first 2 piglets this summer, with the goal to use them for rotational grazing in our food forest. But training pigs has proven to be much harder than anticipated. Let's get back to the beginning, or to the pig's first breakout.
Was macht ihr da? Oh my god. The pigs escaped. Oh, I gotta check on the damage later, but let me get them back first. Well, I guess it's about time I put on a door on our pigsty. I was too lazy, or it was just too hot to work on that project so far, so I just had a pallet here that I locked with a rock. But yeah, they're getting bigger and stronger and more curious, so I guess it is time to fix that. Hey. Good morning. Today the pigs woke me up again, which means they have escaped my third attempt of closing this gap behind me temporarily. I started building the real door by cementing this post in, but it needs to dry for the next 2 days, so I have to find other temporary solutions to keep these 2 piggies in. Luckily, they haven't really done much damage. They seem to be more interested in just roaming around the forest and checking out the soil, but not really in our newly planted trees. So they're basically just doing the work that they're going to do anyways, just unsupervised. So yeah, I really have to get working on that.
A quick recap of why I got pigs in the first place and what they are meant to do here on the farm. Pigs are great diggers and eat almost anything. We're using their skill set and will put them to work using a method called rotational grazing. Our pasture will be divided into smaller paddocks using electric fencing. The pigs will aerate, turn and fertilize the soil in each paddock. Once they've completed their work in one area, I'll move the fence to open up the next location. This rotation gives each grazed section time to recover and regrow. That's the plan, at least. Now I just need to figure out how I can keep them contained in each paddock. Considering they've already shown their skill at escaping stone walls, I'm not entirely confident this will be an easy task.
I really hope that this does the trick this time. It is like pigs Fort Knox. They have to go over 3 pallets and the board and the pile of rocks, but what can I say? They seem to be very clever and very curious on what's going on the other side. And they seem to love the cat's food or the dog's food or any other feed they find out here. So I'm gonna go to Manacor, our closest city, to buy some fencing material. So I just came back to the pigs with a brand new electric fence that I wanted to install, but the pigs are gone and I have no clue where they are right now. I don't know how they managed to escape another time, but they seem to get more and more courageous and curious by the day. So I'm gonna check if I can find them somewhere in the forest, and if not, I probably have to contact my neighbors. I can only follow the signs of destruction and call out for them. Usually they just came running whenever they escaped. Not today. Pino's about the worst search dog ever, but I think he's following something, so I'm just gonna follow him to my neighbor's property. Soily! Okay, that's a good sound. So they're somewhere here in the forest at my neighbor's property. Now the good question is how I'm gonna get them over the wall, or how they got over the wall. Let's see.
Here I must apologize to Pino. He did actually do a great job finding the two escapees, and I am very proud of him.
Okay, so I got them and I'm just gonna walk through the street, hoping they're gonna follow me to the main entrance and from there back to their paddock. Helmet! Luckily my neighbor's property is empty, so they didn't do any damage there and they didn't go too far, and Pino is also very upset that they left. Okay, let's go. Hermit! Hey, Hermit! Siley! Hermit! Pino! Come! Pino! Good morning. So yesterday I didn't manage to put up the electric fence. I was too tired and a bit sick. And honestly, this is probably the worst manual I've ever seen. It looks more like a children's book, but not really much of information on how to install that thing. So I went to bed because I knew the pigs wouldn't escape at night, and it's the next morning. The pigs are out again. Don't ask me why, somewhere in the area. Yeah, I really have to fix that gate problem today. So the cement should be dry by now, so I can start building that door. But I still want to train them to the electric fence. That's why I put it inside of the door so they can get used to it before I move them outside. So if any of you have installed the 300 solar Pastormatic before, let me know, because it's the first time I'm installing something like this, and also they seem to be colorblind. They're always talking about the luz verde when my machine definitely has only blue lights. So I don't know. Let's get to it.
Nothing.
Well, I think I found a problem. The battery wasn't connected yet, so obviously it didn't work. This wasn't in the instructions, but it was written on the back of the battery, so I should have just read what's on the product itself. So I'm gonna install it and let's hope the blue light will magically turn green. Well, I'm glad I figured that out. So the only thing I have to do now is to test if it's working. Oh! Yes.
After several failed attempts to build a door sturdy enough to keep our pigs contained, I finally got some much needed help. Huge thanks to Tizian for stepping in and making it happen.
So the last 2 days the pigs were getting used to the electric fence within their pigsty. So today I want to set up like a trial pen outside with the electric fence right here below that tree so they can get used to being outside but like inside of the electric fence under my watch. I am super excited to test this because as you can see there is a lot of things growing back below this tree. And I've got the feeling that the pigs are gonna be equally excited about this. So let's get started.
In just over a month, the pigs have changed their pen quite a bit. They shredded huge prickly pear trees. Here's a reminder on how the pen looked on the day of their arrival. I was a bit afraid that the poles wouldn't hold in our rocky ground, but it worked pretty well.
This whole town could be red by the end of the day. If you feel alright, We could throw it and drive. With the radio up so loud they can hear us from miles. Me and you, nothing to do. These days they come and go.
Okay, so I put in the first line of the electric fencing, and now I'm gonna cut back all the weeds that grow where the line is. I don't really know how to connect the upper and the lower line because I didn't buy that connecting thing, but I guess I'll have to improvise.
Down, we'll never come down. When the sun comes up, we'll be feeling how we do right now. My heart's on fire, coming down to the wire. While the world sleeps, we'll keep burning brighter.
So let's see if I can lure the pigs out here with some delicious feed. Coming with me, Pina?
Nothing to lose. I feel it in my soul. So let's let the good times.
Well, that wasn't too bad. To be honest, I thought it would take me longer to set this all up. And the piggies are already a bit skeptical of the green wire, which is a good thing, but it also was a bit difficult to get them in. Now all that is missing is a bucket full of water, and then I am super curious how long it will take them to clean this area up. If you want to find out how well these two ladies are working, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see each other in the next video.